Hi, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dungeon of the Endless. This is Game, and we are returning to see if Duke can carry it out on his own. Never bet against the Duke. Oh my god, but seriously though, we are in a tough spot. Reflecting on my mistakes last time, nice, pretty 91% stuck. Loading screen, by the way. Looks nice, some sort of altar. Neat little canvases. Reminds me of airships for some reason. Anyways, yeah, mistake last time. I didn't split the waves enough. Everybody converged onto one spot and killed the mofo, and now we are in this situation. This situation indeed. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, Duke also killed Salmon, so you know how it is. We're going to need to switch to an industry heavy strategy because food's not going to carry us, and it's pretty much all we got. Are you not on the hotkey? Let me put you on the 4 hotkey. There you go. Alright. Industry heavy strats are a go. Let's put one kit cannon there. Hopefully we get a yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Wasn't hoping for a research crystal though. Ooh, we're gonna need that. Gonna need that. Not right now though. That would mess up our kit cannons. See, how much do you improve per turn? 5 industry per turn. That's actually quite a bit. Maybe I want to leave you there. Duke, you're gonna do the task you're least suited for, opening doors. Get back. Oh, they're just gonna ignore you, huh? That was scary. That was really scary. You know what? You're not doing anything I need right now. Let's just put another industry thing here. Move you up here. Put a few kit cannons down. And call it good. I know I've been building a different generator after building 2 gear generators, but now I think I'm going to build just another 3rd generator because we need that really bad. Self-powered room, thank God. What do I want to do? Yeah, just build all the industry. And a couple more kit cannons. As soon as that opens, you get in here. Duke, you get back in the room. Are these guys a problem? Not a problem. So tense. Can we really do this with 2 guys? Oh. OP bot. I am called OP bot. You are interested. You are an interesting morphological specimen. Wow. This guy, I think he's got good skills. Let's see. Repair. Operator. We got another operator. Wonderful. And let's see. He's a spiel wielder. I remember I bought this just to sell it off, but no, it's found its use. Happy days are upon us again. Let's see, what's your DPS looks like compared to hers? Your DPS is actually worse. Interesting. And your skill is surgical strike. Okay. I think I have on me the beginnings of an idea. This isn't really a good room to do it in though. Self-powered room. Good stuff. Good stuff. Last room. Get over here. One spawn. Just as hoped. Alright, you can handle one spawn A-OK. That's very good. Very good. Quite happy with that. Okay. We're going to need you. Jeez, I don't even know anymore. You can stay there, that's fine. What's your bio anyways? A simple medical assistant. Its occupation. Okay, has passed me finally. Shut up yet. It appears so. Okay, now future me taking over the seat now, giving you the wonderful perspective of foresight. Now, past me has done the terrible miscalculation of muting his mic right here. All I can say is thank God this is an interesting episode with building tension and edges of the seats occupied, and doubly that I decided to cut this episode short, cause bless me if I had to do 2 hours of voiceover, just like kill me now. As is, it's okay. Now my party, what was I doing before I cut my past self off? I was looking at the Battle of OP bot. You don't need to worry about that. I was just giving him a little bit of background info, something to give you attached to the character, something to help you feel for him, so when cruel fate takes him away from us, the tears can flow. As is, you don't need all that trash. Let's talk about my situation. I decided to build a food generator, probably because I noticed how my wheat is awfully low in supply. If I need to do panic healing, then I probably find myself at 0 and finding another hero dead. And if another hero dies on me, geez, OP bot's in a little bit of trouble there. That's what I was worried about. Only 2 modules protecting him, and he can therefore barely handle 1 wave. Ouch. Yeah, I don't know. Even with finding OP bot, we're in a quite the predicament. What can I say? Duke Nukem just chose terrible timing to kill Samus off. I mean, we had just lost our last character. What's her name? The smoker? Well, I guess you know what they say about smokers and life expectancies, right? Well, not only do we have to do with 2 less party members because of the Samus kill, it appears that Duke Nukem has also taken Samus's door opening powers, and now we have to use him to scout ahead of us. Truly, there is something wrong with the universe. I may be the only player in all of the endless dungeons who had to resort to using Duke Nukem to open the doors. I mean, fuck me. In the first episode, I was just saying how a slow movement speed doesn't really matter that much in later games because you mostly just have your heroes sit around in one spot. And look at two other party members. They're just sitting around in one spot too. That's what Duke should be doing, but no, I have to use him to open doors. Because those other characters have skills benefiting sticking in one place. Their operating skills, namely. This must be the universe's way of getting back to me when I've messed with the natural flow by having Duke take that crystal at one level. I mean, it nearly got to me immediately on that floor when Duke was getting in serious trouble of being overtaken by the monsters. As is, it doesn't seem like that much of a benefit for me being spared that fate, cause Jesus, look how we're doing now. Though we seem to be stabilizing actually. Our industry stockpile is getting super high thanks to me building 4 of those things. Jesus Christ. If we can find another member, we'll be back in solid footing, probably even in a better position than we were in the last floor before all those deaths, if you can believe it. Honestly, I'm really just relieved we got to this part. I've seen other videos, other streams of people playing Dungeons of Endless, and after losing 2 party members, a lot of people go on tilt. They just rage quit. Well, not exactly rage quit, but they just play so badly after that, like going on tilt like I mentioned, that they quickly lose their they lose their 3rd party member, and it's all downhill from there. Yeah, so it looks like I've decided to, past me has decided to open the room next to the crystal. That's not a bad idea. Don't want to open all the floors and make that the last choice, because if monsters spawn in there, like some creepers could sneak past while my party has to deal with that huge other enemy spawn that could be in there if you wait too long. As is, not too bad, not too bad. I decided to level up Duke Nukem. Not a bad choice. I mean, I've been investing on him so heavily, right? I mean, over Samus. Why do I always almost accidentally call Samus Kerrigan? Kerrigan's a different character, not Samus. Gotta remember that. Anyways, OP Bot's doing his work down there. I think I leveled him up already, so he gives me gears for each kill he makes. That's pretty good. I'm really worried for you there. You really shouldn't be almost dying from one room of enemies. Seriously, I mean, you'd think OP Bot would be tankier than Spider-Girl, but not so. Interesting. Very interesting. Man, look how heavy I'm putting myself in with the kip cannons. You'd think I was going for that achievement of building 50 minor modules. I wonder how far off I was from getting that achievement. Probably give that a look-see. More dust? We've actually really stabilized on this floor from how bad it was looking starting out with 2 players. Only 2 heroes. Floor 7 this is? Yeah, this is floor 7. So I guess the dust doesn't really, you don't start really feeling the dust scarcity until you reach floor 8, I guess. Or maybe I've just been really lucky. Yeah, I'm just shoving the wheat down OP Bot's throat, and it's looking like more and more of a good idea that I built that wheat generator. But seriously, OP Bot, please don't be such a drain. You're supposed to be like my savior here. It's supposed to be a good thing we found you. Don't let me keep shoving stuff down your throat. Yeah, you see there, I finally decided I've had enough, and I powered up that room next to him. No more of that. Now if a single wave wants to reach OP bot, it has to go through a room full of kip cannons first. Now is anything I want from there? Ah, tear gas. That's good. Tear gas cuts enemies' defense by half, which is amazing. It sounds amazing. A level 1 thing cuts defense by half. Also does a minor thing where it damage over time, but honestly, that defense half is where it's at. So you put down like 4 kip cannons, one of those, and you're just owning face. Kip cannons, too good. Yeah, so basic strategy now, just stockpile industry and get ready to spam the living hell out of kip cannons and emergency generators on the last couple of floors. That's the plan. Wow, look at that huge wave coming after Gnome Girl. But she's a-okay. You can learn a thing or two from that OP bot. You could learn a thing or two. Yeah, so we're just basically chillaxing now. We've really stabilized. Oh, piece of dust. Don't want to move Spider Girl there, or else it'll cancel her bonus on the module. So I'm gonna just move Duke slow ass over there. Will you hurry up, Duke? We've got a video to make. Seriously, waiting for you to walk around everywhere is gonna take up half of the time we are recording, and I really thought I'd be able to finish a run on Dungeon of the Endless in 2 videos. It doesn't look like that was meant to be. Well, I suppose 3 videos is fine. Alright, actually my other videos just getting processed right now. I'm wondering if I'll be able to finish this voiceover before I finish this processing. Maybe, maybe not. The YouTube vid seems to be hung up at the moment, so fingers crossed I don't have to re-upload that. That's gonna be a pain. Alright, so I've decided to go along the top route over here. Put a kip cannon. Dead end. That's wonderful. That'll help split the waves. You see, I've got a really good setup. There's 4 different directions the mobs can go, and the max I've seen is 5 waves can spawn at once, but that's in the later floors. The max right now is 4, so if one spawns on the top left, one spawns in the bottom, which is like Death Valley, Death Hallway. Nothing is living through that, even if I take OP bot out of there. In fact, OP bot's just there to get the industry off the kills. Yeah, one spawns top left, one spawns bottom. Then even though I only have 2 rooms defending the crystal right there, it'll be a-okay. That's the hope. Anyways, this is the sort of position you want to be in. All right, I decided to wreck a kip cannon there to put in a tear gas. That's probably okay. 3 kip cannons and 1 tear gas is probably better than 4 kip cannons. And oh, I got a new item. Exciting day. Energy bar. And here you can see past me being perplexed by how energy bar is not in fact a tasty snack, but actually a bar where microorganisms can go and hang out, and you siphon off the energy they produce, thereby somehow giving your character an operating skill. Obviously, I don't need 3 characters doing operating, because then who's gonna open the doors? And Duke can do shit for operating because of his rapier wit. Don't want to be putting him next to any machinery. He'll probably break it with wit that sharp. Anyways, land module, good. Once the enemies start attacking my modules instead of just walking past it, thank God they are, because I don't think would be able to make it if they were actually attacking my minor modules. If the game was actually spawning modules, attacking mobs at this point, I'd probably just be owned. But when they start doing that, land module is going to be a real savior. I think the first upgrade either doubles or almost doubles the defense of your modules, so that sounds amazing. Just don't put the lane module in the line of fire itself. For some reason, I've noticed the lane module seems to have very low HP for something that gives defense to everything else. Alright, yeah, and there's a shopkeeper. I was hoping he'd be someone useful, either selling useful stuff. He's not selling anything useful, or somebody we can sell our items to for useful resources. We don't really need to sell for industry, and none of his stuff we can buy from using our surplus of industry would be useful for us. I mean, all those gadgets he has would be at best side grades. I'm not sure if it would be worth it. Thinking about selling our surplus stuff to him, but if we find a better trader, maybe someone who deals in science or dust, though I don't think we need dust because we seem to be doing well on this level, that would be a nice person to save our junk for. So, and I didn't notice anybody who would target merchants, so I felt safe just leaving him in that dark room. I didn't feel any pressure to sell anything to him. Anyways, I'm done faffing about and finally am going to open that door. I am getting worried though, because you see there's a lot of dark rooms now to that right passageway. So if all the mobs, for whatever reason, decide to spawn on the right side, that could really fuck me. And see, monsters spawned on the merchant room, but they just walked right past them. And now the merchant's dead. I wonder how long it's gonna take past me to notice that the merchant just got owned. See, I handled everything amazing. The modules in the right room is slightly damaged, but I don't see a problem with that, because they're just slightly damaged. That'll have to happen like, what, 20 more times before those are in any danger. Uh-oh, we got a fat dude. Fat dudes are trouble because they'll just stay there, stay in their room. They won't walk over to your turrets and get owned. You have to go to them. So the fat dudes can really mess up strategies for people who skimp on leveling up their heroes and go hardcore turret route, hardcore tower defense route. There's a lot of things that can screw you up. This is one of them. And I decided just to rush straight in. Look how fast he hurts my character. And OP bot. Let the tears flow. OP bot, we hardly knew ye. Who knew that Duke Nukem and Gnome Girl would be the OTP of this playthrough? So sad. Really, I wonder, how is it that Gnome Girl has better defense than OP Bot? They were at about equal levels, weren't they? And there I just noticed that the seller got owned, so I guess there was some enemies after all that targeted sellers. I guess monsters that prioritize NPCs also prioritize, I mean, monsters that prioritize heroes also prioritize NPCs. That makes sense, but I kind of hope that wasn't the case. Oh, and we just opened the door and sadness has happened. The worst event ever. The EMP blast that short circuits random rooms. This event can end runs, especially if it short circuits a whole line of defenses straight to your crystal, so there's nothing standing between monster spawns and your crystal, and you've been skimping on your hero level ups. Again, another thing that can fuck you up for going too tower defense heavy. Now I've decided that one room of defense to the crystal for potentially 2 spawns is too much, so I'm reconfiguring the power distribution and set it up so that monsters from one wave has to go through 2 rooms. But now it's making the right passageway really rough, so I've decided to switch things up more, try to help the right passageway a little bit by adding more kip cannons. That should help if 4-ways decide to spawn there, God forbid. And like I mentioned before, the down path is like Death Valley. Nothing is getting through that, even though I unpowered that one room. So 2-ways could spawn there. Big fucking deal. They've got like 3 whole rooms to get through to get to my crystal. For some reason, the EMP didn't hit any of those. Oh, and we found the exit. And we got enough to power up another room. Very good. That thing is still upgrading, so I don't want to put it at risk. I think I'm gonna open the path down past the exit. Is past me gonna do that? What are you doing past me? Trying to buffer my defenses. Not a terrible choice, not terrible. You could probably do without it, but I can understand your caution after all the BS that has happened to you so far. Yep, I'm going to open the door under the elevator. I've heard rumors, superstitions that finding the exits makes enemies tougher. Again, I just think that's coincidence, because enemies get tougher the further into the floor you get, and it's generally you find the elevator after many turns of exploring, so just naturally by the time you find the elevator, enemies are already naturally stronger. That's how I think how it works anyways. Yep, taking care of the waves like it ain't no thing. Another fatty has appeared, but fuck if I'm going to take care of him. I mean, we got our ass kicked when we took 3 people in there. What am I thinking going to take? 2 people in there. He's not in the way. My heroes don't need the auto heal because turrets have been taking care of business. I figure we don't need to mess around with that. That thing's going to be done in 1 turn, so there's no risk to opening that door. No risk at all, even though I don't think anything here targets major modules, so it would be safe either way, but you know, caution and all that, better safe than sorry. Though I have experienced circumstances where you can be safe and you can be sorry. Oh my god, Kip Cannon level 4. Get carried. Thank the Lord that we got level 4 Kit Cannons. We need all the help we can get, even though getting that upgrade to put our Kit Cannon at slightly below strength. I think it's worth it. That might be the last room in the floor, and if it is, we would have lost our opportunity to get that upgrade for this floor. And I mean, we're so well off on this floor, I can't imagine it being an issue. And you see me here switching out the power because I was planning to make a mad dash towards the exit. Honestly, if I had just stuck towards the original plan, then everything would have been just fine. There was no need to dash towards the exit. As is, look, I let a whole 2-way spawn. We only had to go through one room of turrets to reach our crystal. If I had just stayed the course, I am positive nothing would have reached our crystal. So bad move on my part. Past me. I tell ya, thank goodness you don't have to listen to Past Me ramble on, because Past Me is acting like he has a clue. Spoiler, he has no fucking clue what he's doing. Alright. And, shame, look at all that surplus inventory we have. Too bad there's no shopkeep we can pawn it off to. Oh well, it's just gears. We would have gotten like what, 100 gears at most for pawning all that stuff off. That's a forgettable amount. If that amount makes or breaks us, then I will just be in tears, because that's just stupid. Anyways, I've put 2 band leaders batons in my inventory because those sell for a lot. And I'm just leaving everything else because I can't imagine all those other things being that important. I'm equipping the battlefield injector because that gives more speed so she can run to the exit faster. And I think we're all good. ready to go. We're ignoring the fatty because who gives a shit about him? We're just gonna run past him. And come on, there you go. Get out of there. Get finished. Get to floor 8, and after floor 8, hopefully I can start doing actual commentary instead of these voiceovers. Though these voiceovers aren't too bad. I've been thinking about mixing it up how I'm doing these, the way I'm doing these gameplay videos. Maybe I'll make it more like Interstellar Quest from Kerbal Space Program. I really like the way that guy is making his YouTube videos of Kerbal Space Program. But that's a lot of editing. I could see why people would more prefer like Mathis games or what's his other name? How do I Northernlion? Yes, the way Northernlion does his thing, which is just stream of consciousness while he plays this game. But I think that's not exactly taking the capabilities of YouTube to its fullest extent. That seems more like the way you want to stream game. So look, pretty loading screen. The canvases remind me of airships for some reason. Alright, you guys want to take bets on which door I decide to take? Bets at all? That's right, heroes choose right. Even though we have a psychopath and a thieving gnome in our party, they still choose right. Well, I guess it's true what they say. No one sees themselves as a monster. Yep, just go full kip cannons. Don't forget to build one tear gas. Cause no, not gonna build a tear gas. See, what did I tell you guys? No fucking clue what he's doing. And hey, another room. Am I going to leave it unpowered or unpowered to hopefully farm some dust off monsters, or I'm gonna power it to get more industry going? Looks like I'm going to leaving it unpowered route. That should help later on as we open up large segmented pathways above. There's also another reason why I did leave it unpowered, because like the room immediately after the crystal, I can power that so no enemies will spawn in direct line of sight of our crystal. So hey, I can do smart plays sometimes, and here I identify my mistake. So easy to forget that. So easy just to go kit cannon all the way. I mean, those guys are level 4. It's just badass. Those huge, look how huge those lasers got. And moving her there because I'll feel the benefits of her bonus on science a lot more than I feel it on industry. And also I just need more defense towards the line to my crystal. If a lot of enemies spawn up there using only, not sure 2 kip cannons can stop it, but down there on the right pathway there's like what, 4 kip cannons and 1 tear gas. There's like no way a single wave of enemies is gonna get through that. Maybe on the final sections of the floor where the wave stacks are at to their max, maybe they can get close to reaching my crystal, but I'm probably safe. And yet here I go, going more industry heavy. I'm probably gonna make one more industry thing. I can only imagine. These floors are getting so huge, you're gonna really feel the benefits. And I'm gonna really need a stockpile again for a late game where I'm just gonna be spamming everything everywhere. And those emergency generators are expensive. I mean, their base price is 60, and that's before you build any other major module. Alright, and continue on our freak of nature Duke Nukem door opener. What an abomination we are seeing. And oh boy, we're starting to have some troubles here. We need to start getting some dust really soon. So Duke, move your fat ass, get that dust. We're gonna need it. Yeah, floor 8's when you start really feeling the dust scarcity. I guess I don't know if I was to theorize on why dust is more common in lower floors. It's that the dust settles lower, and the further up towards the surface you get, there's less dust because some reason or another. I don't know, I give up. Shouldn't have even started that train of thought, really. Hey, a green spacesuit. Straight upgrade, why not? Just 2 defense and a little bit of HP, and what is that beeping? It stopped. Someone needs to replace the batteries on their fire alarm. More dust, thank goodness. That crystal is way out of place. There's no way I'm going to be able to protect it anytime soon, and honestly, I can't imagine what it could be offering me that I would be... what it could possibly offer me that I'd try that hard to defend something that far off, so I'm just going to completely ignore it. Though it appears we are fortunate again on this floor, nothing I noticed that prioritizes major modules, just things that'll ignore it and go for our heroes or crystal. Very fortunate indeed. I bet you my bottom dollar that that's going to change on the next floor, but right now we need to take full advantage of that fact. Alright, and but as is, because of that, we're able to stockpile industry pretty easily. If it weren't for that fact, our industry generators probably be getting owned right now from the giant crystal golems that two-shot your major modules if there's no lands to protect them. It feels like they two-shot them. Really, they just clump up and attack as one, and there's not a lot you can do with it. Oh my, the armor suit. It's a trap. Don't do it. Okay, so that thing gives you a lot of defense, but as a sacrifice for that, it gives you the quote-unquote skill me first, where enemies prioritize targeting it. Spoiler alert, you're going to see very shortly why that is a amazing choice on my part to keep that equipped. Spoilers in here, then a busted down refrigerator. Okay, let's see what happens. Alright, little bit of a tough situation here, but I think I've started to sort of stabilize. Then the top path is looking like a good place. I'm not sure I want to open any more doors on the left path, because there's just, if everything decides to spawn there, it might be too much for my choke point in the center. Yeah, look at me, I decided to go take the risk and open up the path further up on the top path. If there's any monsters that target modules are up there, that green thing is just going to get owned, but I can afford losing a wheat generator, honestly. The heroes are not my focus anymore, and I was sort of lucky. That's a self-powered room, so no monsters are going to spawn in there, which also means monsters going to spawn more likely in the left path, and I have decided to open up the left path anyways. See, past me, it doesn't, well, questionable moves past me, questionable moves. Why did you open the top path at all if you're just going to continue on opening the bottom path? Should really think about going further along the top path. It wouldn't be that bad. I finally decided to take a look at the what's cooking in that research crystal. Research level 3 would be nice, but not totally needed, especially since it would put my kip cannons below max. Monsters chasing Duke, which is you know, not exactly a crowning achievement. But they get you. Oh shit, yep, see, he almost died. I was so close to losing him there. Yep. Goodbye, Armani suits. Hello, Tutu. Yeah, just junk that. I'm sure there's good applications for that suit in different pod types, like the pod that doubles your HP of your heroes, for example, or if you're playing a game mode where you could pause and therefore swap around the suits you have on the fly, so you can wait until your modules or other heroes start getting hit too badly, put on that suit on one of your tankier guys, and therefore save potentially save your modules or other heroes from getting KO'd or having to use wheat on one of your other heroes. So, you know, there's possibilities there, but from where my current strats stand, I can't really make use of it. Yeah, look at me. I'm in pretty dire straits right now. 2 heroes, and I only have enough Orby things to power 5 rooms, and look how much space has been uncovered. I mean, the left path is just fucked right now. I really need to split the waves. Even marginally. Oh, dust, thank goodness. Okay, with that dust, I guess it could lessen the impact of the left path, but I think instead I would it'll be better to use that dust to what am I trying to say? Use that dust to secure another floor next to that crystal. That would be the smartest play here. It'll be tough if there's a bunch of monsters waiting on the other side of the crystal. No, I decided not to do that. Well, I guess that is the smarter play, but I will have to do that eventually. Okay, cause you know, can't keep putting that off forever. I will need to open up that bottom door eventually, and I'm going to need some spare power in order to do so. Yeah, see how much easier the left path is now that I even have one more turret protecting it. There's a fatty there, but again, we're just, you know, let bygones be bygones, leave sleeping dogs lie. I got lots of industry, why not? 22, I've been getting way too lucky with those containers. You'd think one of them will eventually just go kaput, give me nothing by now, but hey, as long as they only cost industry, why not? I got tons to spare. Tons. Maybe I shouldn't be so willy-nilly with them. Maybe I'll need every scrap I can get from the... Uh-oh. I opened the door and some of my turrets got nuked. Worst event in the game, and it might be a game ender here. Sort of. I'm going to need to use Spider Girl here. A strat I haven't showcased up to now is using... see? Free access to my crystal because of that nuke. Luckily, I have a spare hero and I can use her to block monsters from spawning there. Monsters don't spawn in 1 powered rooms or 2 rooms that heroes are in. So if they decide to spawn in that room to the right of that industry generator, I'm kind of screwed, but I need to take the risk. Need to. And I am incredibly lucky. The hand of fate has decided to drop the other foot, other shoe, and things have turned around. We have a level 8 Space Marine here. Our hero, our finest hero, a hero in all senses of the word. Okay, now we can go ahead and take on that fatty. OP bot, not so OP, Space Marine, get her done. Okay. So, and we got enough dust to power up another room, so I can finally power up that right side over there, so things won't be super terrible anymore. But let's just take care of a little fatty here first. See, fatty counts as an enemy, so everything happens slower. Repairing things, building things, very slow. I'm just lucky that room didn't get nuked as well. I'm not sure if it can nuke rooms that are just completely empty. Maybe there has to be something in it for it to be eligible to be nuked. That might be something important to know. Ah, see, I'm too smart this time. I remembered to build a tear gas. Anyways, yeah, you're about to see how much better Space Marine is over OP bot. because she is not going to get owned. She's got a couple skills. She's got the turtle skill, drastically increases her HP, and she's got this shrapnel thing that does major damage in the room to everything, including other heroes except for herself. Pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and give her the good gun since she's going in first. And once she uses her shrapnel skill, I'm going to send in the cavalry. Yeah, interesting thing about the Space Marine, she can't wear any armor. I guess her marine outfit, space outfit, just takes up too much room. She can't put an undershirt in there. Turtle activate, shrapnel activate, send in the cavalry. And I guess I messed up my hotkeys because Spider Girl's not coming in there. See, look at that. I had to spend 1 week on Space Marine, but she took so much longer compared to Duke to reach half health. It's really good. And that was just no problem with her. And even though I didn't really level up my hero since last floor, just having her there just helped so much. So hopefully by this point, Fatties won't be a game ender for her. I just cannot believe our turn of events. It was looking so bad for us before. It was looking like game over. But now that we got the third party there, hey, any bets on how long the third party member is gonna last? Any bets at all? Yeah. Anyways, she actually has the operate skill, so I'm gonna keep Duke Nukem as our door opener. But just so good. And look, more dust. When it rains, it pours. But uh-oh. A second nuke, second EMP nuke before the first one has even worn off. Nah. Give and take with this game, man. Give or take. Give and take. Well, it's amazing how long those things last. Jeez. So that room's useless. I spent like, what, 30 plus industry on that room, all to waste. I guess I could going to make the executive decision here and just make the left path easier to handle. It's the best I can do. And let's continue on. I think that's a treasure chest, is that right? Look at that spawn. 1 wave on each path, no problem. That's perfect, exactly what I want to see. Not too many enemies from any one direction. Look, they weren't even able, 1 enemy was able to reach the Space Marine, and she took care of it. Yeah, this just that one turn of events, getting the dust, getting the Space Marine, and suddenly this floor is looking really solid when it was looking so bad, so little dust. My turrets got nuked. I still have to keep the Gnome Girl in that one room because those turrets are still nuked, but yeah, we're really holding out now. This is really promising. And to think that I just had to wonder how many other players would have given up by this point and wouldn't have survived long enough to reach this turn of events. I mean, it could have easily just died out and all that effort been wasted, don't get me wrong, but I think especially when you're making YouTube videos and every run counts, you have to really bank on those dramatic turnarounds. And we got there. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's gonna be really sad if I manage to throw this run now, but it's looking pretty good for us. Looking pretty good. So yeah. This floor looks mostly cleared out now. Actually, maybe not. These later floors can be deceptively huge. Maybe the bottom path could just be where most of the mass is and we just uncover the tip of the iceberg. Can get pretty ridiculous. But hey, that's just more doors for us to stockpile gears on, which can be only good for the later levels when we're going to be needing to rebuild our modules that get dunked from those guys that keep mentioning over and over like a broken record. But you gotta see them. We got little pyramid head peoples and crystal golems. The worst. And let's see here. Just reevaluating my situation here. I think it's finally time that I... oh yeah, the EMP finally worn off on a couple of my rooms, so I can take Spider Girl off the room duty. And since I haven't noticed anyone that kills modules, we're going to go ahead and just research. But just in case I don't quite trust myself, I decided to leave her in there. Questionable moves. I should have just went for my gut and just put her where she can operate, do some good, and be safe. Instead of leave her there to quote-unquote defend. I mean, what she's gonna do? She doesn't have the defense or the TPS to take care of any big threat that goes in there. She's no Duke. But let's see how it goes. Opening this door. Bam, 3 more doors. We got a fork in the road. How much further does the rabbit hole go? And look, at the mini-map, some enemies have decided to prioritize Spider Girl, and I just almost forgot about her. I'm lucky that to reach Spider Girl there means that only enemies who had the highest priority on heroes would prioritize heroes above all others will deviate from the path to our power crystal to attack our hero. All the other monsters, of course, will prioritize our heroes, will stop in their tracks to attack our heroes, but they wouldn't necessarily deviate from the path. I was lucky that most of the monsters that went on by did not have such a strong priority for targeting heroes, so I was lucky there. She could have easily got owned because I just completely forgot about her. And I was lucky that not too many waves spawned on her end that could have really put the hurt on her really fast because she doesn't have that much defense. So yeah, this run has just been full of close calls, honestly. Yeah, alright. Any spawns? Nope. Okay, let's go get them goodies. Treasure chest. Alright, what could it possibly be? I can't imagine anything being... Well, that's not true. I can imagine a couple things that would be really nice. An epic prison uniform isn't one of them, but finding any epics at all just brings a little smile to your face. Reminds me of WoW. Oh wow, it's been so long. Alright, upgraded Science Creator 3. That'll help keep our stockpile of science points up. And let's see, are they gonna... Uh-oh, it's looking really dangerous. Nope. Those kip cannons, full-powered kip cannons, too good. Still, that was really close. Like I was saying earlier, only full-powered... Only full-powered waves later in the game have any hope of getting out of there, and they almost did. Now, I got Nano Bros earlier. I sort of skimmed over them, but they give you wit, which helps with operating, helps with the bonus with operating, but they also give health regeneration. So what I can do here actually is cheese the fatties. I could send the Space Marine in, hit him a few times, then move out, heal up to full, go back into fatty, go back at the fatty, repeat until he's dead. At this point in the game, I really need to do those optimal plays because this run has been so far gone from optimal. I need to take every little advantage I can get. So okay, so watch me here do that little cheese tactic. No shame at all. We got Sociopath and a Spider Girl. There is no shame to be lost anymore. Just go at it, and cheese it all to hell. Alright, getting that set up, turtle, okay, why are you, setting the party in? Past me. Past me, what are you doing? You're wasting an awful lot of wheat, you didn't need to. Past me. Please. Past me. What did I say? No idea what the fuck he is doing. Please. Please. I know I mentioned early on that you don't need to be super optimal on the escape pod in order to get a wit, but just look what you've been through, man. You're just already so far gone from optimal. You need to do everything you can just to stay alive. You lost 3 party members. 3, that's insane. Holy crap. Ah, you lose 3 party members in the armory pod, it's just game over. Lose 1 in the armory pod, it's game over. Get about 3. Yeah, hopefully, I don't know, past me wises up. I guess at the next fatty I use that strat, I can only imagine. Alright, let's continue on opening those doors. Yeah, those are big rooms on the south side towards my crystal. It's probably pretty safe. If I get one more. Oh, there's 2 ways, might be a bit much. Get Duke in there. Lure them away from my crystal. Oh, he's got 3 ways on top of him. That might be a bit much. Yeah, I panic healed there. I might not have needed to, but better safe than sorry. I don't want any more close calls. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is really bad. We got a guy to spawn the south. He's a new type of mob. He opens doors, and every time doors open, chance of mob spawning. He's gonna try to spawn as many mobs. Oh my god. We are so lucky no monsters spawn yet, but Duke is so slow. Kill it, Duke. What are you doing, Spider-Go? Get in there. Okay, that could have been really bad if I was any slower. See, this is why people don't really like Duke. But it's not really Duke's fault. It's just, oh, salesman. That first aid kit. There's 2 first aid kits in the game. That's the best one. He's great for selling stuff too, but I feel really bad buying things from him because I really need that science for my kip cannons. And Duke could probably use an upgrade to his armor by this point. That's like 20 defense with no real 20 defense, HP, no real penalties besides speed. If I want to sit Duke down and make him a living turret, that's the perfect item. But yeah, there's 2 first aid kits in the game. That one's the better one because, get this, just by itself it gives you 8 HP regeneration. When you're also in a powered room, it gives all heroes in that powered room another 10 HP regeneration. So the person who's holding it is 18, every other hero is 10. And Space Marine already has the Nano Bros that give like 8 health regeneration. And Space Marine already has some passive health regeneration. So it's just going to be insanity. Okay, by this point, it has to have crossed my mind to use that cheese strategy. That's just too good. And oh look, there's another fatty up there who's stopping us from full healing. We'll take care of him shortly with that medical kit. Now here, I'm just trying to find stuff to sell because I don't want to go that much below my because that's 114. My kip cannons are going to be not at full strength, but I think that extra defense, that huge defense boost, could be worth it. Not right now though, because I didn't realize it at the moment, but that riot gear is more of an investment. I can't really use it effectively because I still need to use Duke as a door opener. So So if we don't find a fourth party member who can take over as door opening, that's gonna be kind of a waste. Here's hoping. I mean, if I mean, take a look. Look how slow he moves. Wait for me to show you how slow he moves. Ha! He's basically might as well not move at all. Jesus Christ! Look at him go. That's what 5 speed looks like, folks. Yeah. And now I decide to use Spider Girl. I must be trying to use that do that strat where he's a turret right now, because Spider Girl is going to have to run through 3 empty rooms, and for whatever reason I thought Spider Girl would be better at it running through a bunch of rooms than Duke Nukem, but look at her. Her defense is so much lower than Duke's that she almost gets completely owned. I might as well had Duke open the doors again. Jeez. But yeah, Duke's gonna take care of this. All the enemies from one direction. No problem. They had to go through another turret, so that softened them up. So it's all good. And we found the exit. I mean, we opened the last door, so we might as well go straight to the exit now. But hold up, Tom. There's a fatty in the way. Fatty, don't let your guys walk through that. It's gonna be really bad. Okay, so I finally wised up. You know, with all those bad plays I've been making, I wouldn't be surprised if I just blundered my party right through that fatty and I've lost another dude. But thankfully I went off the mini map and noticed the alert. Alright, now I have to have used that strat where I send in the Space Marine, right? Health regeneration, Space Marine. Yeah, let's just power up that room right next to the fatty. That'll be good. And let's see. Just messing around, thinking about having her use the riot gear since the minus defense won't affect her as much. I still need a Duke to walk around, so he's not gonna be holding on to that vest very long. Hey, you want to give that Space Marine the first aid kit? Maybe? Hopefully? How about you go and do that now, will ya? Thanks. See, I guess 27 HP regeneration. I guess that much health regeneration managed to get past my thick skull and let me say, hey, you might want to cheese this, buddy. Might want to try to save your wheat. You don't have that much stockpiled. Save your wheat, cheese it. And of course, all cheese strategies seem to devolve around wasting a lot of time doing something very meticulous or what have you. I guess it's true what they say. Well-aged cheese is the best sort of cheese. Yeah, I'm just looking at our other skills. It looks like she takes more wheat to feed, it looks like, but she gets defense, health regeneration, what have you. She seems to be built to be solo. Space Marine works alone. Trying to move him with that riot gear, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I decided waiting just for a Space Marine to recover his HP on her own. It's taking too long. Might as well send Duke in when we can while she's busy regenerating. He'll regenerate with her, so it's no probs. Send her in. You should be finished off now. Yes, nope, decided to play it safe. Yeah, it doesn't look like I would have been able to take care of him. But next round, he's going down for sure. Yep. Going down for sure. Fatty stance. No chance. Yep. Sending back in Space Marine. Alright. Still no, huh? Duke, finish him off. Duke's such a kill stealer. All that work Space Marine put to whittling him down, and he comes in and takes the kill. Takes the kill. Well, I guess that's what you have to do to feed your heavy carry, because that's what Duke is becoming. Alright. We're ready to skedaddle. Okay. I think I'll save our inventory and sell anything we got to the next seller. If we got a dust guy there, that could be really important. We don't need science that badly that I'll pawn off stuff right now to the science guy. It'll just depend on the science generators for the next floor. Yeah, but job well done. It was looking really bad for us, but somehow... Oh. We got a blue to-do from that treasure chest. Well, it's an upgrade. Slight upgrade, but can't say no to an upgrade. Alright, tutus all the way across the sky. We can have a full tutu party. No, we can't. Space Marine can't wear a tutu. Perfectly safe. This is a great layout for a trip to the exit. No danger whatsoever. And we'll get to the 8th floor, look at some pictures, and then we'll be closing off. And I think really looking forward to doing more traditional stream of conscious commentary, though I do see some merit to this voiceover thing. Gives me time to think, reflect on what I'm doing. It's easier to talk because I don't have to worry about making decisions at the same time giving narration here. And yeah, let's look at the pictures. Why does past me think it's so important to look at these pictures? They're mostly just kind of junk. I mean, let's look at this guy. Big guy, big plans, colonize a galaxy, but gets shot down and falls to pieces anyway. Doesn't seem all that well prepared to me. Future among the stars, never return to Mason, everything you need. Very nice. Looks like a hammerhead. There's Spider Girl complaining about people humming again, but we know she ain't gonna do shit, so she might as well just shut up. We got your number, and we got 3 more floors to go. Oh boy. We'll be doing all those 3 floors next episode. And oh, look, we got a pretty new loading screen. I wonder, are we going to get yet another new loading screen before we reach the end of this dungeon? That and more will be answered in the next episode. So we'll just wait for this to finish loading here. 100%, very good. Seems a little cloudy inside the starting room for some reason, but yeah. Thank you for watching this episode of Dungeon of the Endless. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I certainly did, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if I can pull off that next win. So join me next time. This is Our Game, signing out.